In 2026, something strange happened on the internet. A young man was walking through the streets of Essex while live streaming to a small audience. Nothing unusual at first, just another stream, until he heard a song in the distance. Most people would have ignored it, kept walking, and kept streaming, but instead he stopped, looked at the camera, dropped his shoulder, and said 3 words that would change everything. What happened next was completely unplanned. He began walking through the streets, chasing the sound of Madonna's Into the Groove, and turning an ordinary live stream into something chaotic, unpredictable, and impossible to walk away from. Within days, the clip exploded. Millions of views, thousands of reposts, and countless reactions. Football clubs referenced it, brands copied it, major celebrities acknowledged it. And suddenly, Gymskin wasn't just another streamer. He was everywhere. But to understand how a single moment could take over the internet, you need to understand where he came from. Because this version of Gymskin, the internet fell in love with, almost nobody believed in at the start. Jack Smith grew up in East London, Dagenham, before moving around Essex. Ordinary places with no fame, no privilege, and no guaranteed path to anything. Like millions of others, he was just trying to figure out what came next. He started creating online fitness content under the alias Gymskin. Gym clips, lifestyle posts, and short form videos. The kind of content that millions of creators post every single day, and like most of them, almost nobody was watching. This is the part of the story where everyone skips over, the quiet phase, where you're posting every day and the numbers barely move, where you put everything into something and the world responds with silence. But it wasn't just silence Gymskin faced, it was noise, and the wrong kind of noise. Comments telling him he wasn't good enough, that he'd never make it, that he should just stop. The kind of hate that convinces most people to quit before they've really started. And there were moments, some real moments, where it would have been completely understandable to walk away. But he kept going, not because it was easy, but because he refused to let others' doubt become his reality. So he kept experimenting, kept posting, and kept building, until he found something that worked far better than polished static content. That was live streaming. Streaming changed everything, real time, unfiltered, and unpredictable. But even then, success wasn't instant. Thousands of streamers go live every day and never grow beyond a handful of viewers. The difference wasn't the platform, it was the approach. Instead of staying indoors like most creators, Gymskin took his streams outside. Into the streets, coffee shops, public spaces, everyday environments where anything could happen. And that unpredictability became his product. Viewers weren't just watching content, they were watching real life unfold right in front of them. A conversation could turn hilarious, a stranger could walk into frame, a second could become the highlight of the entire stream. Slowly and slowly, clips started forming. Funny reactions, unexpected interactions, and relatable chaos. And then there was the modern fame that actually lives, not in the stream itself, but in the moments that can't escape from it. A single stream might reach thousands, a single clip might reach millions. Gymskin's content was built for that. His personality was expressive, his reactions were raw, his humour felt completely unforced. Then came that moment where the world stopped. Follow that tune. The clip exploded across the internet, and not because it was funny, but because it was so easy to understand in seconds, so easy to share, and so easy to remake. The formula for modern virality, and Gymskin had cracked it without even trying. And after that, everything accelerated. His streams got bigger, his clips spread further, his audience moved from niche communities through to mainstream culture. But as more people paid attention, something else became impossible to ignore. A side of Gymskin that had nothing to do with views of virality had emerged. On one stream he came across 2 young fans. He stopped and talked to them and made them feel seen. Quietly, without any fanfare, he went to the shop and they bought Pokemon cards. No announcement, no production, just a genuine moment between a creator and 2 kids who clearly meant something to him. Other occasions during streams, he encountered people who were struggling. He didn't film it for content, he didn't make a spectacle, but instead he just helped, buying people food and kept it moving. No speech, no engineered for the algorithm, just a person choosing to do something good when no one was making him. These moments don't always go viral as funny clips, but in many ways, they mattered more, because they proved something important, that behind the chaos and the entertainment, this was a real person. That's the full picture of Gymskin. The humour, the unpredictability, the struggle, the doubt he pushed through, and the kindness that never needed a camera to exist. All of it became a part of who he is. All of it spread. All of it built into something that a few years ago seemed completely far out of reach. An ordinary person from ordinary places who used the internet and refused to quit. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe. We'll be posting many more wealth stories and social media come-ups.